June 15th, 2026 at 10 o'clock a.m. We'll bring this meeting to order. Shane.
Here.
John.
Yes, here.
Damien here. 4, approval of minutes of the last meeting special, June 8th, 2026.
Motion approved. I will second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Did I give you one?
You did, and I signed it, and
Oh,
I'll get it back.
thank you.
Number 5, discussion possible action regarding bid number 25-26-10, 6-month bids.
He's got a whole folder full.
Well, that's good.
Yeah,
That's real good.
so they have not been opened.
It's on that railroad stuff. It's probably good. So do we want her to
Organize it.
open them and organize them? and-
Bring them back.
Bring them back.
That's what we usually do.
Change them up. Yeah,
I'll
bring
make
them
that,
back on the 29th.
I'll make that motion.
Okay.
I will second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Number 6, discussion possible action regarding bid number 2526-11, annual ballot bids.
I got one. So she's only received one. And it's with Royal, that's who they usually go with, so we could open that one. I do not, but I bet I can open it.
Do we usually just get one bid with that?
Maybe two.
Sometimes we get
but
two.
Most of the time it's that outfit there.
Yeah, there you go, girl. All right. Mm-hmm.
What was it called?
I think it was an accidental call.
Thank you.
And then on this one, I just showing the prices on it. Mm-hmm.
Make sure it all good rolling.
Make sure that, okay, so it's 17 to 18 cents per ballot. So you make sure that they.
Do you know what it was last year? Do you know what it was last year?
Seems like that kind of sticks in my head or something.
And it is a legal bid. They've got all their legal stuff in there. Mhm.
I'll make a motion to approve. I'll second that.
All in favor? Aye.
Very good.
Not like we got a lot of choices.
I need to sign it.
One.
Yeah, we need to stand.
Good pick.
Thank you.
Just in one place there.
Number 7, discussion possible action regarding the fiscal year 26-27 contract between Woodward County Juvenile Detention Center and Woods County in the amount of $78 per day per child.
Motion to approve. Second.
All in favor? Aye.
And I've got, I don't know if I needed two for sure, but usually we get one back, so.
It's amazing to look at the prices
Yeah, no,
and how much difference and variation there is in price.
wonder why. It's always been like that. It's half price. Some
Well,
places do offer
But
different
see, this one's
things.
close, these others, you have to travel quite a way, so I don't know, I think.
And basically it's whoever's gonna bid.
Number 8, discussion possible action regarding the fiscal year 26-27 contract between the ROCMD Area Youth Services in Woods County in the amount of $39.20 per day per child.
Motion to approve. I'll second
All
that.
in favor?
Aye.
And see, that's for like Craig County, over at Bonita. So it's
Number 9, discussion possible action regarding the contract between the Eastern Oklahoma Youth Services at Pittsburgh County Regional Juvenile Detention Center for $38.97 per child per day.
Motion to approve. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
It rained very much up here.
Doesn't mention that.
Last time they were on call.
Yes, sir.
About did that last one.
Oh, yeah.
It looked like it got good rain. It washed all that dirt from the columns out here in the front
Yeah.
yard.
Terrible. Number 10, discussion possible action regarding the fiscal year 26-27 juvenile detention services agreement between Oklahoma Juvenile Justice Service, Inc. and the Board of County Commissioners of Woods County, $60 per day per child.
Motion approved.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Number 11, discussion possible action regarding the ACO SIF fiscal year 26-27 resolution and payment option for workers' comp insurance in the amount of $121,824, one payment option or two payment option of $60,012 before July 31st and $61,812 before January 31st.
one payment each of them.
I'll make a motion to do one thing. I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, so I'm going to just sign this one and that.
What did you say that was? A type of what, 26,000?
27,000.
27,000?
On the front page, I got the total, 27,417.
That's a heck of a jump.
Mm-hmm.
That's how much it went up
Yeah.
That's how much it went up since
this
last
year.
year.
To 26.
There's two spots in there.
24,000.
Yeah.
Did they say why?
No,
Smile.
Because they can. Everything goes up once you're selling. Man.
All right, work. Number 12, discussion possible action regarding the May 2026 detention transportation claim in the amount of $157.58.
That's another one out there.
Is this
It's
an
a
actual?
reimbursement.
Yeah, so this is like a payment.
this is
yeah.
a reimbursement
Okay.
that we get.
So moved.
Oh, we actually got
I'll
some money
second.
back. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Number 12, discussion possible action regarding the May 2026, oh, I already did that one. Skip that. 13, discussion possible action regarding the Woods County longevity chart with a $2,000 maximum.
So the reason I thought we might ought to have to address this is because the state has changed theirs and we need to change ours for our, if we want to stay at what we had. The chart that we used before, because the other one went up quite a bit. We didn't know if we'd be able to. maybe we should address it and get it in our handbook. Because there's one up like
No, like what was it, 250 went to like 375?
325, yeah, something like that,
Yes,
yeah.
yeah, quite a bit.
We have several with $2,000 right now,
Yes,
I've got two.
but three.
there's not too many in
Well,
this
what do you want me to do?
No, I'm just asking.
But there's a few. There's 1, 2, 3.
Is that any over 2,000?
No, it's,
No, that's
Make a motion to approve.
just keep it the way it is.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Discussion possible action regarding the fiscal year 26-27 contract with County Budgeting Services LLC and the amount of $8,100 paid in monthly installments.
I make a motion to approve, but with the agreement that we start searching elsewhere. We need to get modern, we need to get up to this century. There's people out there that'll do this monthly, that will help us and Shelley figure out where we're at, because I'm telling you, the money's gonna get tighter, and we're gonna need to know where we're at more than once a year. And my understanding is, he's set up to go ahead and carry us one more year, but we need to be searching for other people.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Is there quite a few people out there that do that service?
I don't think there's quite a few, but there are other options.
Yeah, I need to start looking, finding out what's going on.
That's went up too, hasn't it?
Yeah, it went up.
$300.
Yeah.
Couple grand,
$300
300?
for the year.
Number 15, discussion possible action regarding signing the resolution for the county fiscal year 2026-2027 contribution to the Woods County Economic Development in the amount of $35,000. Jeremy's here to kind of give us an update about what he's been doing and got going on.
Created just an annual report. I made 3, sorry to everybody else who.
No, you're fine.
But,
Thanks, sir.
well, and just some things to point out of what I do as Woods County Economic Development Director is involvement in anything related to economic development, to a recruitment, retention, and expansion opportunities. So some things I do as I go down a little bit of highlighted areas. Last year I did over 50 business consultations within the community. Those are for businesses that are existing or those who want to create a business. So they'll come and do a visit. It could be anything from just a simple 1-hour consultation with them up to creating a business plan and getting them started and prepping them and going for loans with the banks. If by chance the loan doesn't fall through there, we have the USDA revolving loan fund, so I filled out an application, got a grant for that, and so there's low interest loans that we offer through the USDA funding. We right now, just as of last week, got our 4th applicant, approved. So he'll be starting his business. I think actually he is, and he's able to acquire equipment. There's different time frames, different interests, but generally 5-year loans that we offer.
What type of business is that? Can you say?
The last one was hairstylist. So yeah, and so other variations. It's offered Woods County, so we do have Winoka has. So I'm trying to just do the math of that. I think we have 3 that are now Alba and 1 Winoka. We have 1 in Freedom that's interested, but they haven't filled out an application yet.
Now, that's not just for new business either. You can
No.
actually use it for, if you
No.
got air
Actually,
conditioning or something.
Quite the opposite of what normally you find. There'll be more for the retention business. But at one time, a business came to me that was starting new, and they were curious if there was anything out there for them being a new business. And so I looked into it and saw that the revolving loan fund actually could be something for a new business. Now, that didn't help him out, and he's doing great now selling beer and pizza. But at this point in time, I was like, okay, we need to have something that is there for new businesses. So 2 new businesses and 2 that are existing businesses have utilized this program. And the great thing about it, the revolving part of it is as they pay, we get funds that are available to put back out. So it's just like a revolving door, if you will.
And these businesses pay that back? Or
Yeah, so it's a loan. 4.5% interest is our highest. Generally, they're about 3.5% interest. And so they pay back over time. It's also there to create for, I like to use this as an example. I'm not saying it's happening, so it's not happening. As of yet, maybe it will. But like the Rialto, if they wanted to bring the neon back, that's a great opportunity for that. Or perhaps a business downtown, the AC went out and they need something for that short time. But in our situation, it has started 2 businesses. The Station Restaurant in Winoka is one of those. And then the other thing that it does is an expansion. So one business was able to add additional services to what they offer. In turn, I think what's great is, it has potential to continue moving forward, spread the word, the revolving comes back, and generally, you see like 1 to 2 new jobs that come from these. Now, of course, the restaurants can be different. 1 part-time job, or 2 part-time jobs equals 1 full-time job in that sense, but just giving that as an option, I think is great that we have that there. Other things, of course, I'm involved knee-deep in the ARPA and PrEP funds. That's $20 million for Avard Rail Park Authority.
Hey, explain to us where that's located and what's going on and all that stuff.
Okay, so give me the coordinates of it. It's between Garvin and
Grady.
Grady. Yeah.
On 281.
Right, 281. So that area there, about, I want to say 350 acres of usable. So if someone was to get there. The project is water, and it is a sewage system, well, lagoon system, so water and wastewater. That brings it to where it's going to be more of a site-ready. Department of Commerce will be able to push it out there for any possible business to come. There is no business that is there yet. Very important that I point out, we have not been approached by any data centers. We haven't had.
No data centers.
I know there's a lot of word out there that it's a data center that's coming, but that has not been, I have not been reached out to anyone. Now, I have had a battery manufacturing facility inquire about it, but that's as far that has gone.
0 data centers, correct?
0 data centers at this point in time. That's all, I can only say at this point in time because 10 years from now, watch this. A data center may be like, a cell phone shop, and it'll be like a data center. That Jeremy was wrong.
Hey, Jeremy, what is DHAR?
DAR is actually, they are a UTV rental facility that is in Winoka right now, and they rent out those Polaris UTV machines. And so I've been working with them, especially when they're just now starting to be involved in events. So we pull the information to see how many people attended, kind of give them that as statistics. We're also working on a kind of a tourism campaign going into big details about it, but I'm a part of that team to see about getting more a tourist opportunity in that area. But yeah, they're a really good one that has come recently. Also been, we have our Lieutenant Governor's Turkey Hunt, that also goes through me. So this past time we went local with what would normally, the term is swag, what you give your guest. And the Okie Ridge that's out of Freedom, and we worked with him a lot. And so I've been talking with him, and he's one of my business consultations. So we're trying to do that. And then also with Freedom, just announced, although it's probably going to be a headache, but I'm in it, so we're going to get it done. The TSET had awarded Freedom for the beautification and active living project. That's going to, hopefully, fingers crossed, we got a meeting with TSET this week, but we're to look for a playground, a community garden, redoing basketball court. So we got funds through them for that, and I hope to see that start to take off. A lot of people ask, what does a playground have to do with economic development? Personally, I think just about anything could be related to economic development when you look at it. Oklahoma's purpose is about tax dollars, getting sales tax, and that helps in that part. A playground is just another attraction and improvement on quality of life. The basketball court, community garden brings community together. A lot of people, part of that project though, that we've got the funding right now for TSEP. What I'm working on is to get additional funding, because another phase that's in that project is to get signage so people will notice that area, a banner campaign, which my suggestion was to have like these wanted posters, but have like a picture of history and time and some caption, and lead them to walk and go to the museum. So you'll see attractions that are there. When you get that movement, especially a lot of people know that Freedom is its own tourist attraction, but by a hunter's standpoint, so it's not really an advertisement. But when you get these people, as they come from out of town or out of state, they see the area, they see a playground, they see a basketball court, and they don't see it dilapidated or any situation where there's improvements going. They may want to start investing in that. So that's where we're going with that Freedom project, and hopefully, I always say hopefully, because until the money's in the bank, you can never guarantee. But they did send the congratulations email. Of course, the next step is now we want to talk to you. So let's see what that's about.
Is that 100% paid grant, 80-20 grant? How's that TSET?
For the TSET, yeah, it's 100%. That would be coming. Now, the Main Street grant that I'm going for, and we will have a meeting in July with the Oklahoma Main Street Center. They have a $50,000 grant. That's matching. But I want to see if we can use the TSET funds for the matching of that. And if we can, that will take care of the signage. It'll take care of those banners I was talking about. And then landscaping. We want to have some other stuff that won't make you just drive by and see a convenience store. Because
what are the requirements to apply for that TSET?
the TSET one, the main part was the active living aspect of it was the big part. So anything that really just brings some sort of healthy living, a healthy activity. Playgrounds are often the ones that goes for. But when I was reading further, and I do a lot of research, so I looked at a lot of communities. What I do is I'll take a town like Freedom, and I'll take their population, and I'll see what we have as far as within the vicinity. So we have tourism, that aspect, that's great. University is obviously an alpha, but when you look at the distance, so then I have to say, okay, how many people are driving through? I'll have a traffic count, I'll bring that in. Then I look at other TSETs that were awarded and see what are some of those. Can a community garden, qualify for that? Well, yeah, so that's a healthy living, active living. the rehab of the basketball court, yes. Probably could have tried to get that walking tour banner, but since signage and landscaping and the banners itself, the visual thing was its own separate component, it was probably best to just solely focus on this. And I reach out to somebody from the organization, so I called the TSET person and said, what do you suggest? Do these three fit together? Can I add this? And they said, go with these three. And then we do the application. We get everybody who's going to be doing a certain role in the project and make sure that everybody is on the same page, which is what we'll do with this Zoom meeting. I've already, right before I came here, I said, okay, this is where we're at. This is what we all need to do when we talk on the Zoom meeting, because we know they're going to ask about certain questions. We want to be able to have an answer for them. We don't want to hit them with any I don't knows.
Is Alvin, Winoka, Tacoma, are they eligible for a similar grant?
Yeah, they, all areas can get that TSET grant, and often when grants come through, in my email box, I'll send them to, every mayor, every leader that I have. So, for example, City of Alva, I'll send it to the chamber, I'll send it to the mayor, and I'll send it to the city manager. Winoka, generally the mayor gets it, and if it's a chamber-related situation, I'll send it there as well. If it's businesses, I do have my own separate. So we are, I had applied and got us to be members of the Main Street program. So when I say we're going for that Main Street grant, you have to be in the Main Street program. And one of our businesses in Winoka took advantage of a grant through that. It was competitive, but we gave that to her, gave her a few tips on what to do, and she was able to get some funding for rehabilitation of her, it was the liquor store that was in Winoka, which is kind of one of those rare things. You don't usually see a liquor store getting funding from a source. I believe theirs was American Express related. It may have been Team. Whenever we get these, I send them to everybody who wants them. And then if I don't hear back from anyone, when I get usually a follow-up, which generally happens about 2 weeks before deadline, I'll send it again and say, hey, here are some suggestions. Here's some ideas. I know you were talking about this project. I will generally send just an email to all of them in a blind CC, so they all get the information. After that is when, if I heard, let's say I was talking with, just an example, Kelly Parker, and he was telling me about some project, and I see this is something that will fit well. Then specifically, I'll go to Kelly and say, hey, this may be a good one if you want to, investigate a little bit more, or find out some more information, or we want to have a sit down and talk about it one-on-one. So sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
How much money have you brought to Woods County in the last 5 years? Just a guess.
About 21 million.
20 was on one deal, right?
Right, 20 was on one deal. So about
County
$1 million
as well.
with the other stuff, yeah.
Very good. Thank you for what you do.
Yeah.
We need you.
Keep on trying. And then if any of you, and Danny knows this because he's on one of the committee, but one, I am the only person who does this for the Woods County Economic Development Committee, which also is Woods County Industrial Development Authority. And then, thank goodness there's Shelley, but I am point of contact for Avard Rail Park Authority. So I kind of deal with 3 different groups all the time, which is fine, keeps me on my toes.
I appreciate what you did when the data center rumors broke out. You brought the Department of Commerce guy in, he explained the pros and cons, and that at this point it's not happening. We needed that to happen. Thank you.
You're welcome. And, there's certain, just from my experience, because I started at the Department of Commerce and I was there 17 years, but I learned one approach could have been just going on Facebook and responding to that rumor. Well, if I did that and it had already been spread to like 20 different locations, I would have had to find all 20 of those. And that's just not proactive. Plus, you're biting into, you took the bait, and now they want to, continue that. I knew the best approach was the professional way, get a specialist, get somebody who knows what they're talking about, to talk about the good, the bad, the ugly of the situation, and find an opportunity where they can come. It just worked out well that the lieutenant governor's turkey hunt, that last day is usually not a busy day. Eggs and Issues happens. And so we had some time. I thought that would be great to follow Eggs and Issues. Those people can just come and walk right in. And if something's brought up again, we'll take the same approach with it. But I also say, a lot of people say, oh, it's such a negative. I think it's a positive when you have that rumor go around. We now know how the community reacts towards it. So we know if that topic is brought up again, this is probably what's going to happen. So we learn from it. So I think that's great.
Thank you again.
And if any of you have questions, come to me, email me, any topics, I'm happy to talk to you.
I make a motion to approve.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.
again.
16, approve, disapprove the appointment of Shane Moore to the Alfalfa Major Woods County Sentencing Planning Committee. Council.
That doesn't have to be me.
Do you want to do it?
I will do it.
Well, then you get nominated.
Thanks, John.
I'll second that.
Talk about take the bait.
All in favor?
Here's this one.
Aye.
What is it basically?
Community citizen.
Kind of all the people that are on parole and they got to come to you guys to make sure they're doing right, or is that kind of along
It's
those lines?
just the board that oversees.
Probation officer, basically.
Julia Schrock.
Uh-huh.
The ladies that used to be in our little building over here.
It's with her.
Yes.
17, discussion possible action regarding the sheriff purchasing a hair follicle testing machine for the Community Sentencing Planning Council to use, and they will reimburse the sheriff.
That's the same thing we were just talking about. That's Christie's, Cornelius deal. I make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Was there any sign?
There's nothing to sign.
18, discussion possible action regarding the transfer of appropriations from Highway District 1 CIRB to Highway District 1 Personnel Services in the amount of $13,846.27, and District 2 CIRB to District 2 Personnel Services in the amount of $13,846.26. I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Hey, I was still on the last one. Christie was supposed to be here. She had to testify in court before the county, so that's what she's not here.
Okay. As far as the hair follicle,
Okay.
And David.
I made the motion. I'm second.
Change it. It's not my business. I was looking ahead.
We're buying that deal for that outfit, but we're buying it through our sheriff, and then that outfit that you're joined is gonna pay.
Right.
For some reason, they can't purchase it directly,
Yeah,
but they can reimburse for it,
Yeah.
so that's why it worked out that way.
but you need it.
They asked us, the commissioners will purchase it, and then they were gonna reimburse us, but Brian didn't approve that, so he did approve the sheriff doing that. Which it fits, it fits right along with what the sheriff's office does.
Yeah.
19, discussion of possible action regarding the REAP grant extension number WD 26-2 to January 5th, 2027 for Freedom Volunteer Fire and Rescue.
What is that?
That's for our REAP grant with
Yeah, they're-
Freedom, and sometimes we have to extend it if
Yes,
it's not
they-
going to be done in time.
Maybe
Back
waiting on some
equipment, back orders, and supply
parts or
chains for
something.
multiple vendors, and
Yeah,
they're not finished.
Motion approved.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The letter. 20, approve, disapprove blanket purchase orders.
Motion approved.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
21, motion to adjourn, recess, or reconvene.